I want you guys to take a listen to what Stephen A. Smith had to say about Kawhi Leonard as to why he believes he's the worst superstar in NBA history. And I want you guys to listen to his reasoning. And I'm going to come back. Take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here.
I don't mean this towards the both of you. This is not directed at you, Andrea, nor you, Jay. I'm just talking about basketball analysts out there who praise Kawhi Leonard so much. I'm sick of y'all. I'm really sick of y'all. This is the worst superstar. Now, the word superstar is applicable here because he is a superstar when healthy on the basketball court. This is not a conversation about his ability when healthy. He is a two-time champion, a two-time NBA Finals MVP. The brother is a big-time basketball player. Jay, this is not a discussion about his skills and how elite he is. This is the worst superstar. I can make a case this is the worst superstar in the history of sports. He is a nightmare. You're talking about the first 4 years of his time with the Clippers, he's averaged 40.3 games a season. 40.3. He played 68 games this past year, and then again, he wasn't available for players. Do you know that Kawhi Leonard hasn't been available for 15 of the last 19 Clippers playoff games? Do you know that the year that they went to the conference finals, which, by the way, was without him because he got hurt before they got to the conference finals, do you know they haven't won a playoff series since? And this man, somehow, some way, first let me confess, I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous, Jay, because somehow, some way, no matter what his lack of availability is, don't you notice how that's never the issue come negotiating time? Right around the time it's time to negotiate, the brother available. Right around the time it's time for him to get his money, he's on the court. Right around the time it's time for him to get his money. I mean, you see him in the Clipper uniform, all right? But then, the second the man get his money, you got an APB out for him, and you can't find him, okay? And then here's the thing. This is the thing, because that's injury-related, Andrea. And I get that. Put them up on the screen because I want to look at Jay and Andrea. That's injury related, so I get it. Andrea, where I'm so disgusted with him, he makes no effort to promote the game, to promote his team, to promote the NBA brand. Zero. Even, do y'all know with his New Balance commercials, you had little kids speaking because he wouldn't talk? I mean, think about that. Your box office, that's the word that I throw in because that's bringing additional dollars into the equation. So it's not just about personality. It's about how that directly impacts your revenue stream as well. I am saying to you, whatever profitability, whatever revenue stream the Clippers have created, whatever's going on with them, one could easily argue it ain't because of Kawhi Leonard, because he ain't been there to really, really produce for them. Now, you brought up Podcast P, Mr. Paul George himself. Well, since you watched this podcast, did you watch when he tried to come at me with that nonsense on Podcast P last summer? And we got into that discussion about Kawhi Leonard. I bet you Jay saw it. I'm telling you right now. He sat up there and he was like, Kawhi, Kawhi, Kawhi. And I stood right in front of him. And I made my case. He didn't have a comeback. And you know I love me some Paul George. And you know what else I brought up? Paul George gets injured, Andrea. We literally are aghast. We're like, damn, I hope his career ain't over. Because we literally saw the evidence. And we're like, oh, this is bad. You understand? We've seen Kawhi drop 38, walk back to the bench, look perfectly fine. The next day, he ain't available. We've seen Ty Lue with this disgust and frustration on his face because the morning shoot around, the brother there, he shows up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5:30 shows up, and then he's alerted that Kawhi Leonard is not available. And by the way, it wasn't from Kawhi Leonard. It was from his handlers or somebody else. This is the thing that you do. You come to the table. You want your money. You want the helicopters. You want the masseuse. You want the pedicures. You want all the perks. All of it. I mean, all of it. Because he don't miss much of it, okay? You want all of that. But the availability ain't there. And then when you look at a guy like Steve Ballmer, and you look at Lawrence Frank and all of these guys, do you really think I'm coming on national TV? Jay looking at me right there. You really think I'm coming on national TV and I'm saying this without having talked to anybody?
You heard Stephen A. Smith. He does nothing to market the brand of the game. He's never available, etc., etc., etc. Let's pull up some of the data here. Okay, I want to pull up. Let me see if I can get Kawhi Leonard's stats. Let me see if I can get Kawhi Leonard games played last year, because the Kawhi Leonard made the All-NBA team last year, and I know in order for you to qualify to hit the minimum, there's a requirement for you to hit some of these milestones. You need to play a certain amount of games. Last year, Kawhi Leonard played. Let me see if I can pull this up here, because Stephen A. Smith said Kawhi Leonard's not available, and the Lakers are, what is it? He said that, the Clippers are getting viewers regardless of the fact that Kawhi Leonard is playing or not. So Kawhi Leonard last year in the regular season played, how many games did Kawhi Leonard play? He played 68 games. LeBron James in the regular season played 71 games. So LeBron and Kawhi Leonard essentially played the same amount of games, right? Both of their teams made the playoffs, right? Both of their teams lost in round one. Kawhi only played 2 games because obviously he was injured and all of that. But if you look at the Lakers and you look at the Clippers, which organization is constantly being made fun of every single day in the media for the ineptitude surrounding them? It's the Lakers. Which organization has fired 4 coaches in the last, they're about to be on their 5th coach in the last 10 years? It's been the Lakers. It's been the Lakers. The Clippers, on the other hand, are about to go into the biggest, most expensive arena in the history of basketball. So he talks about how Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar in sports. But the Lakers are in utter turmoil, what seems like every single year. And now they're at the point where they're having college coaches turn down coaching jobs. Stephen A. Smith at times has complained that LeBron does nothing to save coaches. But nevertheless, Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar in history. So what's LeBron? What's LeBron? This is what I got to figure out. LeBron and Clutch Sports and the management of the Lakers have destroyed that team. And LeBron and them has played a major role.